Yeah, I mean, authenticity दिखानी होती है ना.
सही बात है
That's why.
एकदम. बस
But
यही.
is it going to be a video? Should I like open my hair?
It's up to you. Looking very pretty this way also. It's anyways I'm putting you like this on YouTube. So whatever.
Okay, this is fine.
Arushi getting ready in middle of the call. I'll say this, not like in the beginning. I'll say in middle of the call. ताकि लोगों को पता रहे ये चीज that आरुषि ने बिल्कुल रिसर्च नहीं किया है 1 साल तक बात करने के बाद भी she's asking me what is it about. Very good. Namaste everyone, welcome back to season 2 of Stories You Should Know, a podcast where we indulge in heart-to-heart talks with people around us, get to know their stories and become a part of their journey. I'm your host, Arushi, and our guest today is a bag full of sweet and salt. You have seen her doing some weird videos on YouTube. From weird, I don't mean something else. I mean funny videos. She leaves no chance of making a meme out of herself on Instagram. And she is one of the content creators we love to watch. Please welcome Arushi Kapoor. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Arushi from Arushi.
Hi, Arushi from Arushi. Mic check. What's up? How's it going? And first of all, I want to tell everyone who's listening to this podcast, this is the most important day of my life. After 1 year, we have got Arushi on this podcast actually talking to us. And for those who don't know, it's 9:58 in the night. I've just come back from office and she's sleepy.
I wasn't sleeping. I was sleepy.
Yeah, that's what I said. She's sleepy.
I'm sleepy. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. That's because she's sleepy. She can't hear properly what I'm saying.
Exactly. I'm also old. Okay, that's why. Old age.
On that note, how old are you exactly?
I'm in my 30s.
And why am I asking you this?
I don't know. This is like एक लड़की से उसकी उम्र नहीं पूछनी चाहिए.
Well, that's okay. We'll all assume just how old are you. And just so everyone knows why I asked her age is because she doesn't look that old. And the first time I found out that she was actually married, I was like, it's time to hit the gym or just control the diet now. I look older than her.
Metabolism. It's just genes. I'm telling you, it's going to carry me for say 5 years more, and then suddenly I'll look like an auntie. So it's just sub illusion. It's all superficial.
We'll wait for that day. I'll come back to you on that.
You'll still be friends with me when I become that.
Of course, it's not about the looks. It's about how late we connect. क्योंकि आज के बाद हम 5 साल बाद ही connect करेंगे.
I know exactly. Like अगर next like video in person करना, I think I'll give you like 2 business years notice instead of 2 business days.
Thanks. Thank you so much. I feel very honored. But frankly speaking, I'm really happy to connect with you finally and get to know who Arushi really, really is. That's what this podcast is all about. And to start with, I want to understand, first of all, how are you doing?
Oh, amazing. I mean, why? In what context?
How's the life really treating you? And like at this stage, at this point of time, because you are a known face, right? Everyone knows you. You're a content creator. There is this sort of gaze that comes from everywhere. People know your name. Random people on internet don't know your name, right? And there's a lot of conversation happens around you. So how are you? How are you feeling? How do you deal with these things when you see that, oh, okay, I am someone that everyone knows?
You sound like my therapist, first of all.
That's also because I'm criminologist, so we can relate to it.
I should be a therapist. I know people. No, but I think it's not, everyone doesn't know me. People come and say selfie de do. Ek banda ambrose ki take a picture with me. I love your work. You're amazing. I love your hair. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, will you please take a picture with me, Mithila? Like, okay.
Oh shit.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, I'll take a picture. yeah, okay, इतना भी नहीं है ऐसा मतलब है
But
ऐसा नहीं है. It's nice, it feels good. Sometimes you have these moments also. But yeah, it's good validation sometimes. But I mean, I also like I'm also like a complete introvert. Like apart from this persona, I'm a very big, very staunch introvert. So it gets very like I mean even to like come on a podcast, I have to prepare myself for like my year check करना है शक्ल दिखानी है and so it's kind of like a dichotomous situation where you know you're like ठीक है इतना recognition ठीक है उससे ज्यादा थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाएगा I'll get overwhelmed. It's like that. So it's a nice balance. It's a good amount कि कभी कभी लोग notice कर लेते कभी कभी नहीं भी करते. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's a good place to be.
But few years back, like, I mean, we know how social media has boomed now and how this entire industry has been created, which no one even imagined would be there. Things called influencer and content creators. This is very new. But what about when, like years back, when maybe you were in school or when you were studying and everything? How did your story start from there? Exactly. Like, who was Arushi few years back when she was not the creator?
तो स्कूल में तो there was when I was in school, because again I'm a बूढ़ी अम्मा, okay. So when I was in school there was no such thing as influencer, content creator, ये सब क्या ही था. हमारे जमाने में influencer होता था MTV वाला VJ. Okay, so
Exactly. Oh, yes.
so yeah, so I was like these people are so cool, like you know they play songs and they do like random bakchodi and say weird things and we love them. And so yeah, like 15 years later I'm like, oh, I'm the person who's so cool and does random bakchodi. So that feels good. I didn't think like I would be doing that. It's just the power of the internet that has kind of democratized this, that has kind of made it possible for people like me without any connection or any kind of you know any kind of pull
Right.
in the entertainment field to actually like be in this space, so which is nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
content creation aside, like when I'm talking about, let's go back to, you know, your childhood or from where you came from or what you studied, we all had that thing, no, कि बड़े होके ये बनना है, बड़े होके वो बनना है, या तो parents ने कह दिया है, और we very rare kids are there who have their own dreams, who find out what they want to be. So where were you during, like, where was your headspace? What was in your headspace at that point of time?
I don't know, I had a very पता नहीं, my parents, I don't think they had any ambitions for me. They're like जो करना है कर. I'm an only child. So my parents was like देखो हम इसको damage नहीं करेंगे. This is like a project.
एक ही पीस है हमारे पास.
हाँ एक ही पीस नहीं है हमारे पास, दूसरा पीस भी नहीं, स्पेयर पार्ट नहीं है हमारे पास. So इसको जो करना है करने दो. So it was a good nice journey. I was given a lot of space to do whatever the fuck I want. So that actually kind of made me like explore a lot of you know the subjects that I like I was good at studies and yet I took humanities, which was such a weird thing at that time.
Yeah,
You know,
humanities, oh my god,
yeah,
science maths
yeah,
ले लिए, humanities लिए, कुछ नहीं
exactly. They
करता
were like
बच्चा.
तुम तो स्मार्ट थे, तुमने क्यों लिया? It was like that. वो था, my parents were like ठीक है, you like reading, like history ले लो, कोई नहीं, देखा जाएगा, it's okay. They were like one kid है तो हमारे अगर ये you know even if she has to live off us, it's fine. It was like that. So that actually kind of gave me the space to grow into my own. It made me gradually grow slowly at you know not कि like इस उम्र तक मेरे को ये करना है, इस उम्र तक ये करना है. It wasn't like that. You know, I have to have a job, I have to get married, even though I did those things, but I did it I feel like I did it at my own pace. I grew into them. So I started as a writer. I went to good colleges. I started as a writer, went on to like doing production, then went on to anchoring, became an editor as well as an anchor, and now I'm going solo. So yeah, it was a long, nice, drawn out journey. It was gradual. ऐसा मतलब सब कुछ ऐसे जल्दी फटाफट नहीं हुआ. So yeah, that was a nice
Nice.
way to go about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And because now, as you said, that you're doing your own work, you're finally working as an independent artist, if I can say that, right? That would, I think that would be the right word. Like, being an independent artist, moving from jobs to and doing something of your own, which, like, the step also, the jump also that you takes a lot, and especially because when you have a certain your own reputation which follows you around, because people have seen you with some other brand and now they are seeing you what you are doing on your own. Does that comes with its sets of pressure and the challenges that, okay, now I need to create a content which is not so old, but not such in a way that nobody understands also. So where do you stand between that?
So I actively always try to like make my own niche in whatever I did. Okay, so be it like writing, or be it my own, like, be it videos that I did, be it all the content I do on Instagram or YouTube. I do it like I kind of try to build a certain niche for myself. Mine is fun. Mine is usually like my hair is my whole personality, all of that literally. So I kind of try and actively kind of do make it that make a certain, give myself a certain brand value. Is that the right term?
I think
Brand.
creating your own brand also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so हाँ मैं क्वेश्चन ही भूल गई हूँ, मैं कहाँ जा रही थी मतलब
I just I just remembered this meme which I saw on internet of a very famous talk show which is very trending these days. On, like, the host asks a question and the guest starts answering, and the midway the guest goes like, "Oh, I forgot the question."
It's
it
me. Oh
it just
no,
went
I'm
like
living a
that.
meme. I'm not living a dream. I'm living a meme. So
No, so that was it. I was asking that, when you create your own brand, because you're coming from another brand and you're now making something of yourself, the pressure that's attached to it, where do you stand with that pressure, with that threshold right now? Because there is a flood of content that is there, and it's huge market. It's a
yeah,
huge
that is the
market.
question. Yeah.
So where are you within this thing?
So yes, that is okay. But yeah, so basically, yeah, creating niche. That was what I was going to say. So once like you've created that space for yourself, and you kind of, after lots of hit and trial, you understand what works, you understand what people like. So once you build on that, I think you understand that people enjoy that kind of content. You do more of that. Sometimes you experiment, it works, sometimes it doesn't work, you just kind of go with the ones that work, right? So it's a lot of hit and trial, it's a hit and miss a lot of times, but most importantly, you have to have that certain trademark of yours, that kind of the one kind of that intellectual property that's associated with you and you alone. If you have that unique USP, I think you can kind of stand out of the crowd. It's possible to do that, even
Right.
though there's so much, because there is an audience for everything. If there is audience for my content, there's audience for everything. So ऐसा मतलब so yeah.
That's true. Also, so whenever I talk to content creators in specific, and I do like to talk to them about this one particular aspect, that is mental health and their mental health in particular, because we see all these creators talking about mental health and putting out things that, how to handle it, what to do, how to take time off from social media and everything. But, like, when you as a creator go through it, what actually happens? Do you take break as a creator yourself? Do you switch away? Do you do the digital detox? Or do you feel like, okay, this is a part of my life, I'll handle it on my own?
No, I detox all the time. I'm also very lazy and I call it breaks. But I'm actually like, I'm only karne ka. So that. But yeah, I've also like paced myself. I don't want to over exhaust myself. मेरे को like ऐसे 10 दिन में million followers नहीं चाहिए, ठीक है, हो जाएगा and मिलेंगे भी नहीं. ऐसा भी नहीं है मतलब it's possible भी नहीं है. So it's just like I'm not the one who like put 2 reels a day, put like मतलब keep putting content as like keep throwing people with content. I generally avoid doing that because it's just that if you pace yourself well, you'll last longer
Right.
in
But you
in
ever
this space.
experienced it
Yeah.
before, like burnout?
Yeah, very much. And that's the reason why I left my full-time job, because I was so badly burnt out, because I knew how this functions. You have to like, if a story breaks at like 2 a.m. in the night, you have to pick up your laptop and cover it.
Right.
Right. And you can't avoid it because there's like this huge evil corporate machinery behind that, and you are just like the wheel who's like functioning.
True.
So you have to do that. You have to do it. So yeah, I was severely burnt out. I worked for a total of about 8 years, and I worked for 4 years with 5 years with ScoopWhoop, and like that's where I got like I kind of uh like witnessed how exhausting it can be to like be on your toes all the time with content. So I kind of took that as a cautionary tale and said, "नहीं भाई, थोड़ा संभल के थोड़ा पेस आउट करके करते हैं, it'll be good for everyone." Like people won't get like exhausted seeing you, and you will also not get exhausted like
Right.
doing this. It's something you do that you like, right? I mean, you
Hmm.
can't, if you don't even like doing it anymore and you're not enjoying it, then what's the point of it? So I
Right.
want to still enjoy it, as long as I can.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't I mean,
No, I mean, I get the point, because I also came from a very similar background. Like when I was previously working in a media company and a media fraternity in Bombay. Then I left that job, and after 4 years, I suddenly realized that, oh my God, I can be free on weekends. Like I can have weekends. Like I don't have to run around 24/7 and just wait for a story to break and just like, sacrifice my sleep over it. So yeah, that's understandable. Also, because now you are in this entire industry and entire content creation field, there are a lot of things that keep on happening. I mean, to give a background story to everyone, there was a time in the second wave when a lot of content creators came together, and we were part of it. That's how I started talking to Arushi also, and we were just helping out people during COVID, the second wave, to get these all the facilities, medications, whatever was possible from our end. We were doing it together as a community. So this community has emerged now. The things are happening together. This has taken a turn or a route that where people are supporting each other. They're standing up for each other. But there are also times where there are a lot of backlashes. There are a lot of times when people put out their political views or put out their beliefs in certain things, and they get backlashes. So do you keep that line segregated? Okay, there are certain things that I want to put out and I want the world to know, but certain things I'll keep it to myself because I know people will not understand, and there's no point telling them those things. Do you keep that boundary when it comes to you and your content?
Oh yeah, there's a very thick line. Okay, my content is extremely filtered out. I would not a lot of my there's a huge chunk of my that iceberg where a lot of the huge chunk is not visible, and I think it's very necessary. You really need that because you can't I mean, I don't know, I don't agree with the whole putting your entire life out there कि मतलब तुम्हारा बच्चा हो रहा है और तुम अपना मतलब वाइफ के मुंह में कैमरा घुसा रहे हो. I mean, I don't agree with that. It's a bit weird for me personally. Whoever it works for, great.
Right.
But I do think that like for your own sanity, you need to do something only for yourself. Like there are things I do for myself. There are things I do for content only. But yeah, there is a very huge distinction between those things, and it's very important to have that, because you can't like if you had to like like melt your work and home life together, might as well have done a full-time job now where everything is like kind of merging together.
Right.
So
And
This
what
is
about when it comes to, let's say, about your beliefs about whatever is going, the basic news also? Do you keep that thing in your mind that, okay, this is the content that I want to share, so I'll share this. This is something I believe in, but I don't want to put it out because I know no one will understand. So let it be just by myself.
oh, yeah, definitely. I do that. And you know, I mean, also I don't want to go to jail. So I don't so I don't want to share everything that I believe.
Right.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to keep getting brand deals. Brands बहुत गुस्सा हो जाता है तुम anti establishment हो जाए तो.
I think
So
that's I was actually about to get to it because okay, so a lot of people who follow content creators, they believe that कि उनको सब कुछ free में मिलता है and उनको बहुत सारे
अब तो
गिफ्ट्स
उस
मिलते
पे भी
हैं.
GST है.
Exactly. उनको सब कुछ ऐसा फ्री में मिलता है and then content creators live this posh and lavish life. Okay, like they go to these page 3 parties and they hang out at like these
ऐसा कुछ
luxury
नहीं, ये सारे
places.
पोस्टर मैंने घर पे प्रिंट किए हैं, ठीक है. ये रहा प्रिंटर. I'm wearing my husband's t-shirt, please, and I don't want to get up because I'm in my chuddies. So no.
It's a myth, guys, huh? This doesn't happen.
You think I look posh? Look at me. I didn't even put makeup for this. Sorry for that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so whoever thought that content creator lives in 5-star hotel and have like butlers roaming around, that is not true, guys.
I have a cat. Like he doesn't even listen to me.
Yeah, and whoever wants to see through those posters that she was talking about can go to YouTube and check out this video.
Yeah.
It'll be right there.
Some nice posters, which I carefully curated and bought. I bought the online versions and printed them here.
Got it. Okay, before we end this, I want to know, what are the plans? What are your plans now? Like, what are you doing exactly? You are flying solo. We all know you're creating your content. We all know. What's happening other than that?
बहुत मेहनत कर रही हूँ यार. मैं सुबह उठती हूँ, फिर रील बनाती हूँ, फिर सो जाती हूँ. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. I mean, I left full time work because I wanted a more like a more relaxed life. थोड़ा मतलब it was a taking a toll on my physical and mental health both. So I wanted to do something where I could actually kind of do my own thing, pace myself properly, and not like go crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying very actively to not go crazy. So hence I like take out 2 to 3 days a week just to focus on work, and the rest is all mine. So I kind of do my belly dancing, or I play my guitar, or I do something, or I watch something. Like I binge watch a lot nowadays. I don't have the time to binge watch, which is amazing.
Wow. I'm suddenly feeling very jealous. I want to quit my job again for the second time in 1 year.
मेरा भी time आएगा. अभी मैं मतलब उस phase में हूँ ना where I'm like, wait, I will take it easy. अभी and sometimes you also get complacent because you're like, when you get 2-3 brand deals a month, you're sorted, so you don't need to really grind. So till it lasts, I would say enjoy it, and then when it fades away, I look for something else. So, okay, one day at a time.
Right. Got it. I think it was a lovely conversation. It was actually more funny than lovely. Do you want? Okay, Arushi is upset that we have recorded. She's not allowing me to end the podcast.
This podcast. The last time I went on a podcast, it was like 2 hours long. But it's okay. This is
it's not Joe Rogan. Okay, this is a plug-in, guys. Don't put copyright on this. It's not that, okay. It's about stories. We got to know your story. You want to bore people with your 2 hour of story?
Yeah, no, हाँ, थोड़ा बोर ही हो जाएंगे सच्ची.
Yeah, it's short and sweet. See, everyone who's listening got to know that you have home printed posters, you have a cat, and that you sleep the whole day. You get 2 brand deals a month. You're sorted. I mean,
ये
and
मेरी
we know,
बुराई करने के लिए podcast किया.
no, and we know you are an only child, and you know your parents like they didn't want to damage you, so they let you do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
It's a good revision. Thank you. You
This
were
is
a
a
good
synopsis
listener.
of the entire
Yeah.
podcast, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Nice. चलो आप एग्जाम में टॉप करेंगी. Very good, very attentive student. You've been.
But thank you so much, even though it took us 1 year and just half an hour to actually wrap that 1 year. But it was actually great.
Wait किया फिर इतना समय हो गया. Good, yeah, I like it. I like short things.
I was
Not everyone.
Kids also listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Please, kids.
I mean people. Short people.
Okay. We got it. We got it.
Okay.
Oh, I've had this much fun after a very long time while recording. I think the last one where I had this much fun was, I have to remember with whom. Okay, I'll remember and I'll tell you later because I don't remember.
I don't remember.
What?
I'm saying wasn't fun enough. That's why I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe.
हूँ मैं इतनी मजेदार मैं क्या करूँ?
Okay, on that note, we are going to say goodbye to Arushi. Because it's already 10:30 in the night and we have to wrap this thing up. Would you like to say anything to your fans who are listening to this podcast?
None of my fans are listening to this podcast. They don't listen to me. So if you are, I love you. You're the best. Don't leave me. Don't unfollow.
I am counting on your fans to listen to this podcast, and you're saying your fans are not gonna listen to this?
They don't even listen to me. They don't even come to me. मैं एक brand post डालती हूँ फिर reach गिर जाता है. That's not their fault. That's the Instagram algorithm also.
Yeah. So everyone who's listening, please understand there is no brand plugin in this. This is real, authentic Arushi. Please listen to this podcast.
Not even makeup. Without makeup, so authentic.
If you're just listening, you can watch her on YouTube. So just go and watch the podcast. लेकिन अब पूरा सुन ही लिया है आपने, तो you have to see the same thing on YouTube now.
देखो यार views दो. Arushi is amazing. Even Arushi is amazing.
Yay! Tarushi and Arushi. Catch Tarushi and Arushi on this episode 2 of season 2 of Stories You Should Know.